Welcome to another video from Dr. Lock. What we are doing is what was not in the manual. So I bought this O2R jaw for tubular key cutting, this one right here, but unfortunately you can buy the jaw and then you got to buy the cutters and there's no instructions. I went through the whole manual, and in your actual app here you'll find that there is a manual there as well, a help file, wherever it is, but didn't seem to help me out. You've got the other jaws, other calibrations, but nothing on the 02R tubular key cutting. So I'm going to take you through and show you how I got it working, because it took me a few hours. It might help somebody else. So this little bit of metal that comes with the jaws, or with the cradle, you need that for calibration. These are the cutters that I use, 03L, 03T, 02T. You need to calibrate with 02T, you need to decode with 03T, and you need to cut with 03L. And all of that will be on the screen, but you do need to follow the instructions exactly to the letter to do it. So to get this clamp working, first of all, let's go into options, and then we go to second one down, calibration, and then we go clamp, dimple and track, even though it's not a dimple and a track key, but we're using this side. So anything on this side would be under dimple and track. And these are all the different configurations here. So you see all the 01R, sorry, where's my jaw? See my jaw here, 01R, so that's the first row. And then I've got 01J, that's the next row, and 02J, that's the next row. The green ticks are what's actually already calibrated. So when you change these out, you should recalibrate it. If you don't, you'll probably burn a couple of keys. For me here, I did calibrate it and I still didn't get a good key, so I actually had to recalibrate it twice or 3 times to actually get this to work. All right, so let's scroll down now to the jaw we're looking for, which is 02R. Okay, and now it brings it up here. So there is a manual correction here if you want, that you can do after you've cut a key. You know, I could have done it that way, but I was able to just keep recalibrating it. Here's the start button here, and it says read manual instructions before proceeding. Good luck with that. I couldn't find it. I emailed my supplier, I haven't got a response. I looked online, read all the manuals I could find relating to this machine, and it just wasn't there. Didn't come with anything, so we'll do it together. Okay, so make sure you follow all of these ones here. 02R is the clamp, so I'll scroll down. There, 02R, clamp side A. Well, there's no markings on which side is A, but that line right there, we'll take that as A. Template Z10, so let's just install Z10. Now if you look at this, it's got two sides, a flat side and a flat side. The way that this actually decodes is it comes in, it'll read the height of the cradle, then it'll come in and it'll find this flat surface and then this flat surface here. So I'll just quickly pop them in there. There was no instructions on which way to do this. You'll also find here that it's got some notches out here. So basically, the side where it's got 3 notches, we're going to put that in that direction. And don't worry about height, because it'll self-adjust the height. So towards me, I've got a flat side, and on this side, I've got a flat side. Just pop that in there. Going back up here. We want the right jaw, the right clamp, the right template, 010, which is the bit we just did, and now we want 02T. And if you mess this up or use the wrong one, you'll probably break your little tracer guide, and they're approximately about $85 plus GST at the moment. So we're looking for 02T. Got little marks on it, that's 3T. So we want the next one down, 02T. So we're going to put that in place of the cutter. And just tighten the little Allen key just like that. I wish I could leave this shield down to actually do it, but I can't. Now we've gone to that stage there, we're going to push OK. Check that the template is installed, Z10, yes, yes. Check your clamp installed, 02R. Clamp is installed. I mean this clamp here, which is a cradle. That's there. 02T, that's in our cutting spot, that's there. So we go 02T, yes. Lower the cover, you can do that. See if I can put you about there. Push the start button. so there we have our information. So we've got our offset X and offset Y. My offset for X is -28, my offset for Y is -13, my offset for Z is 0, and it says save data, so you just go yes. Okay. All right, now I can go to the next step. So we've got all that saved now, so let's go back to the home position. My lock of choice here is just a BDS cam lock, and I'm going to try and cut this. It works on this key here, which is J010 for anybody who's playing along at home. Okay, so we have a working key there, a bit of an old key. It's got a little bit of surface rust around it. Not too bad, but works a lock fine. All right, so let's cut this tubular key. So we go over here, so I'll go back. Search, find, full key search. Now to find that particular cam lock, it's not going to be listed in here under BDS, because BDS is some Chinese manufacturer that's imported into Australia, and it could even be BDS is probably the Australian name that it's been given to some other lock system or manufacturer, so we don't know. What we do know is, however, we do know the key blank. So these particular key blanks are tubular key blanks, 7.5, 7 cuts all the way around. So let's start off there and let's go key blank and CH9T, and it's brought it up here. Thank you. Now it'll probably ask keyline or Silca. We'll go Silca as at the Silca number, and then we can go search. So this is basically bringing up all the tubular key profiles we have here. I believe you can do 2 different types of keys on this, like 2 different sizes, but we'll just go with the 7.5s. I think they are. I think it's 7.5 and 7.8. All right, so we don't know which, how would you say, spacing we have, but I'm going to go for one here called Ronnie's, and I believe that's like a cheap type one. I can see here that it's got number of cuts, 7, so we're good there. Card number is 1526, so that seems to be a fairly common one there. Actually, they're all different. Okay, well, I found 1526 works pretty good for me, so for these particular type of locks. So I'm just going to push the card button. Now we're into that card of 1526. We see our cuts all the way along, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way around. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a decode now. So I do have a working key here. I'm just going to give it a brush just to make sure that all of those cuts there that have that little bit of surface rust on are actually clean and ready to be read. So I'll just rub it over the top with a wire brush. And I'm going to pop it in here, remove this one. I'm going to pop this in. Now we've got 02T in, which is used for calibration. So we're going to take him out. And we're going to put in 03T, which is used for decoding. And the numbers are engraved on the side, but very hard to see. So I'm just going to push it all the way up, like so, and tighten my Allen key. Okay, that's in. Then we're going to come back up here, and we're going to push the decode button. So that's our card number, yes. Serial number, that's not important. Our clamp, 02R, that's important. Clamp side A, as we've spoken before, there's no clamp side, but let's put that little mark down there as A. And then 03T as the cutter, and start. Okay, so there's our cuts on screen, 24, 22244, and I know this is right. Anyway, so I've decoded this key, and I know that that is actually correct. Alright, so there's the tool there. So first one we're looking for is a 2, so I'll just put that there, and I can see that fits nicely. Second one is a 4, so I can just put that about there, and I can see that fits nicely. So we're on track. Alright, now we want to cut it. So we're going to have to swap to a cutter. So we'll take out the 03T, which was used for decoding. We're going to put in the 03L, I think it is. Yep, 03L. Use for cutting. Push it all the way in, just tighten it up. Let's grab the blank key before this camera runs out. We're going to put that up there. We're going to line the tip up to that mark. Find a spot where it's in there nicely, like so. Drop the bonnet. Push cut. Okay, so it's just asking us a couple of little things. Our speed, how many pieces, the tip stop. 03L is the cutter, clamp side A, which is not marked, but we know it's that line, and the draw of 0, and we are good to go. Alright, there's our key. Give it a quick clean down and a test. Working beautifully. Okay, thanks for watching.